Our farming operation is a multi-generational operation. It consists of my father, myself, and my two sons. We raise corn and soybeans. The majority of our corn is in a strip tillage system. Our beans are almost exclusively no-till. We became involved in the Indian Creek Watershed Project. Basically, it was kind of an outgrowth of what we were already doing on our farm as far as conservation efforts. As farmers as a group, we tend to be habitual by nature. If we just step back and say, wait a minute, does this make sense? A lot of times the answer is no. What you're doing doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, when I visit the local retailer and I rub shoulders with my neighbors and fellow farmers, guys are starting to scratch their head. Well, what about this cover crop thing? What about less tillage? What about nutrient management? The watershed highlighted all those practices that we probably knew that we should be doing, but why should we do them? And the watershed was kind of the project that provided the answer to that why. The neat thing about the watershed project is it made me more aware and more intentional about, okay, what I'm doing out here on the farm is affecting the water that's in Indian Creek, which is running into Fairbury, which our local water superintendent has to deal with. When we talk about water quality, a lot of times we just think about, well, how much nutrients are we losing? Made us think more about runoff, sediment, and water clarity. Because of the watershed project, we changed the way that we used a lot of our nutrient. We changed our nutrient strategy, specifically our nitrogen inputs. Prior to the watershed project, we were doing a lot of fall application of our nutrients, especially our nitrogen. After watching a lot of the demonstration projects and the results, not only from a cost standpoint of the amount of nutrients used, but then also the yield and some of the results of the runoff and some of the nutrients that were getting away from us, we moved all of our nitrogen into season. It didn't make sense to put that nitrogen on in the fall. The watershed project and the demonstration plots that they had helped to verify that. We've also changed some of our tillage practices. We've moved further and further into more reduced tillage. Virtually all our beans are no-till now. What we're doing is a lot more efficient, and it has been more profitable and more economically justified what we're doing. I think those practices and those things that we've learned from the watershed have helped us to preserve that asset for my boys and my grandson and on down the line. We need to continue to challenge ourselves that, okay, well, we've did this much and yeah, we've learned that we can save nutrients and we can improve water quality if we go to here. But what if we go a step further? Can we do better? And we can, improve water quality, we can reduce nutrient loading into the creek and benefit not only ourselves but our community in Fairbury and the water quality that they're dealing with.